Payment banks were set up with the goal to offer financial services to the underserved. But they seem to be an idea that got stuck at the ground floor. These banks have managed to gain customers, but their revenue streams are hard to scale. Payment banks can accept deposits from customers, but only up to rupees 2 lakh, and they aren't allowed to do any lending with it. Required to invest 75% of the deposits in government bonds, the banks make razor thin margins given the high deposit rates they have to offer to customers to attract them. RBI granted a total of 11 in principle licenses to run payments banks, but only 6 are operational today. While 3 of them surrendered their licenses within a year of them being awarded, 2 entities are currently defunct. Long gestation periods to profitability, thin margins, and intense competition were among the factors cited by those who surrendered their licenses. Among the payments banks currently operational, Fino Payments Bank is the only publicly listed one. Fino's CEO Rishi Gupta told BQ Prime in an interview that payment banks collectively serve 10 to 15 crore customers. But despite such a large customer base, deposits held with these payments banks have remained minuscule. In many ways, payment banks have also had a scattershot past. Some of them ran into trouble for inadequate Know Your Customer checks, and others have been unable to meet licensing requirements. As things stand, such banks don't really work as a standalone business model, according to industry experts BQ Prime spoke with. An eventual transition to becoming a small finance bank so that they can actually do lending seems to be the only path to their apparent salvation. While Fino has plans to do that over the next few years, other payment banks haven't declared an intention to do so. All in all, while payment banks began with a commendable intention, their business models have hamstrung them. Even if some of them are able to pull off a transition to a bank that they can actually lend from, they'll only be running into a crowded field with a lot of savvy competitors. Just how long these differentiated banks can walk on razor-fine margins will determine the eventual outcome of this ambition. If you'd like to dig deeper into stories like this, you can find us on bqprime.com or follow us on the social media channels you prefer.